On your left up, you'll see other loose there. So even there, by the classrooms, we have more than enough lokoza in ama toilets now. So mawuzothi isisu sakho mhlambe sesinokugqokuzela kancane. Don't stress. Okay, what is very important okuye ngifuna ukusho is that as I said, when it comes to safety, we don't know the day, the moment when anything or incident can happen. So if it happens, anything that you need to run for your safety, that the assembly point is on my right, in terms of evacuation. That's my assembly point. By assembly point, I mean is a place of what? Of safety. Makwenza mhlambe kunomlilo noma kuyini uzophuma nje on my right ube lapho, and then we'll take care of you, because that is a reason why kade ukufika lapha yana efoya usign a register, and I believe everybody has signed a register. Did you? Did you? Oh, okay. I say right here would not get decided. That the purpose of the register is to make sure that whatever happens, squads questions are any accounting. Who is who obe khona la ngaphakathi elokhuzeni within our premises. So we take safety serious. Safety is not about the physical, what, but even the respect that you have been shown manje. So sicela niqhubeke nayo, nibekezelelane ngathi umunye mekudathele ngempazamo wena usunjani usuyafesa cha akusebenzi lokho, because even the law enforcement is in the premises. So this is a peaceful. We are here just to listen to the Honorable Minister, because we want to make this what we call artisan fashionable. So even if we want to be an engineer, but we must understand what is happening on the floor. So let us make sure that we listen attentively. Singaphazamisi omunye umuntu eceleni mase kukhuluma iminister noma uza ukuthi ifoni yakho iyakitaza ayikitaze ngesikhulu isizotha uphumele ngaphandle ungaphazamisi abanye, because we are here for a message eswede tholobani ubaba ukhuzeni. So irrespect ihamba izifike lapho as far as safety is concerned. Ngoba nina ngiyanazi ukuthi we are healthy, we are energetic, we are respectful. Bengicela ngoba sengiyahamba nishayile nini ihlombe nina nonke njengoba nilana safety.
Mam Lydia, angazi ukuthi kwabona yini ukuthi sivakashelo ba namhlanje. And this is very serious. They built 15 malls. Minister, but not only did they build 15 malls, nama stadium was 6. Bala phakathi kwethu. Angazi kwabona yini bakhona. Unjani sithi? Ngisacela uminister kubone. Ukuthi wena lo wakha lama malls aw 16 lapha eNew York nama mall aw 5. Ngicela ukuma nemshalo izandla. Nanga. Beautiful work. Siyabonga. And then we got someone who became Architecture of the Year. Ngobani kakukuningi akwenzake. Ngekathi ebhizi yabona edwebe. Kwagcina eqasheke abantu noma angazi kuthiwa mina sebebe 515 just khona la eThekwini. Ungabusosho ukuthi ofika kwenzani ke lapha eGoli kwaqasha noma u2000 wabo. But ngicela usukuma kubona uminister ukuthi userious kangakanani kulento yakhe architect. Yeah, uyena. Abantu babaluleke kakhulu. Bengiya ngale emuva. A very serious engineer. One of the best in Africa. Siswama bakubona. Ngizakhumbula high school imaths uthola ba. Lento yaqala esikoleni. You know, we laugh like this, namhlanje, but tomorrow all those things and even more could be just your truth. Kube yona into esiphilayo.
60,000 rewards.
Uminister sekhumbula insuku zakhe zakudala sekhumbula ngo2023. Ngagikhona kule career experience yakimina. And that could be your story. I want us all to close our eyes quickly. Asivaleni amehlo. Ngifuna ukubona ukuthi ukephi njengamanje. Go where you always wanted to be. And it's a built environment somewhere. What are you doing? Are you the boss? Have you taken over the minister's job? What are you, the president now? Are you in Dubai now helping them with the infrastructure? But all of a sudden, you see outdated. South Africa, see Pambil. Where are you? I need you to now times that by 20. You know that you're the only person standing in between when and Nalolo Popolbonai. And in Kalamanj. Now come back. Because we're going to kickstart it today. I need you to clap for yourself. Oh, man. Can I say congratulations now? No, man, Googlind. Gisho manje, no, man, later. Manje, congratulations. Okay, iyaqhubeka ke program yethu. Ngithathala uDDG wethu ozosho the purpose of the day. Miss Lydia, ngicela ngaphambi ngicela izandla. Siyabonga mama.
Hey. Uyofanele ukuthi uyoke.
Program Director, the Minister, Honorable Zikalala, your honored guests, the delegates from the Department of Public Works, national as well as regional, and the community people that are here, including the departments, a number of departments, Minister, are supporting us today, both national and here in KZN. But I cannot forget our honored guests, very important guests. Minister, you missed impromptu competition. When we got here, your program director is very active. She started a singing. And Minister, I think that's a career that we need to think about. Much as we are looking at built environment, I could see singers here. The leaders, as Dr. Nzimande has said, very briefly, Honorable Minister, guests, honored guests, the purpose of the meeting today is to demonstrate, bring exhibitors to demonstrate the various careers with the primary focus on built environment. But as we have seen inside, there were exhibitors even from banks. I hope some of you, your pocket money, you've opened a bank account to start banking at the early stage. When the program director asked, what career do you think about when you think about built environment? I think I should stop here, Minister, because they were calling the various careers, the engineering, landscaping, you name it. That's what we have come to do here. You have seen the displays of the various careers and the exhibitors. And I'm sure you've made up your mind, or almost made up your mind, what career you are going to follow. Obviously, our primary focus is built environment. So we would like to encourage you to think about a career in built environment. You have seen also in the displays, we've got a database as Public Works that we displayed in the exhibition for unemployed graduates. We would like to get the unemployed graduates so that when we advertise for opportunities, the opportunities are not always there. So we would like you to register to be in the database so that you can take part of the opportunities. There are a lot of exhibitors that we have seen. We've been through them. I will mention but a few. The SETAs, the NYDA, all the entities, Minister, all your entities, they were here. CIDB, CBE, IDT, they attended. We had exhibitors from local government. We had exhibitors, as I mentioned, from the banks. We have exhibitors from maritime institutions. This is a part of our program, Minister, that is relatively new. We've started in other areas. But here, this specific one, because of our partnership with the coastal Tibet, is focusing on coastal, on maritime careers. So this is what we have come to do here, and I'm hoping you are going to have good time. It looks like you have already learned. Hopefully, you have taken the learners. You have taken a decision to choose a career, preferably in built environment. But you have seen various displays of careers that exist in the country. So thank you very much with those few words. Thank you. I hope you are going to enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.
Siyabonga mamlida. What school started that song? Le kanowa. Wababiza bonke Noah. Umntu. Uphi umntu? Lalela phela bengekho minister yabo. Ngifuna umzisa kancane ebebhizi nama-interview. Uzoyibona nawe lento bese uminister. Ukuthi uba busy nje uba busy. Yabo manje minister usemcimbini wethu siyazi siwenzela wena ukuthi umcimbi wethu. Sithi asikuzwise lento oyiphuthile. And umuntu uzomsiza phela uyasidinga ke phela. Uyasidinga uyasidinga ke. Umtshengisa fast ezwe lento emphuthile uminister.
Wababisa bonke Noah balandeli nganawe bathi imvuli yeza ongena Noah wababisa bonke Noah balandeli nganawe bathi imvuli yeza ongena Noah wathi ngena wena ngena wathi ngena ongena Noah.
Just a recap, minister. Just a recap. A taste. Uyabona uthi wow, minister mina akazi uthi wow mina. Mina ngithokoza umsakazo ono 1.4 million listeners akazi uthi wow mina. Mdu wena kuthiwe wow. Uyafana nomuntu onometric manje. Uyafana lento iyafana. Okay, let's continue. It is so nice to then have young people to come give us some testimonies zabo ngendlela esisacabanga ukuyihamba thina abantu asebeyihambile bona. Kuze besitshene ukuthi benze kanjani, kuhambe kanjani. So manje sino Mr. Tsepo, right? Mr. Tsepo Msimangi, we candidate electoral engineer. Nizombona nje brother nje, yabo? Brother ade kuloko kuthiwa baba usibanibani la, yabo mkhulu usibanibani. Now it's brother Tsepo. And it's brother Tsepo. Brother Tsepo nimshayela izandla.
Good morning, good morning. Oh, it's already afternoon. Okay. I just wanted to start my presentation. Since while we are still in the Madiba vibe, and not a few days ago, we were just celebrating his birthday. There's a quote that he once gave, Oti, everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. So I think, can you hear me now? Oh, okay. Oh, technology. Thank you. So that quote from Umadiba, it was basically an encouragement. We would say everyone was here. We basically have the opportunity to achieve whatever we want in our life. And today, I think one of the achievements that I think I'll achieve myself is greeting the minister. Honorable Minister of Public Works, Mr. Sihle Zigalala, Honorable Mayor of eThekwini, I'm not sure if we have him here. Honorable DDG from Department of Public Works, our esteemed guests, CEOs, stakeholders, and departments which basically came to support us today. Our principals from different schools and teachers, current and the future generation, which we have wearing different uniform colors. Actually, when I look at you, I remember in 2013, which was a long time ago, but I was also in your position as a matriculant student and also a bit confused of what to study when I go to university, of which I was actually in between two disciplines, which one is electrical, which I ended up doing, and also studying chemistry on the side. But then we had the similar career expo with Public Works, and they told us about built environment and also the camps that we went to. I think some of the students which have the maroon uniform, they know the Public Works or the school's programs that we have. So I was also part of those students who were adopted as part of the school's program. And I got a bursary because of the results that I got in matric and also passing well in physical science and mathematics. I was able to study the engineering, which is electrical, at the University of Stellenbosch. Imagine from a Pretoria, at Dustin, and going to the Western Cape to study, and being made possible by the department. I think that was one blessing of which I knew when I get to varsity, I can't let that one go. That bursary needs to sustain me until I finish up. So I did finish, currently working as a candidate electrical engineer in our head office in Pretoria. I've been working there since 2019. Hey. So meaning my family has been set for life since 2019. And thanks to the department for that. When I started, obviously, I think Naswe School, even going to university as well, there's a big adjustment from grade 12 to tertiary education to workplace. Sometimes I know there's this one quote, but you throw someone on the deep end of the pool and expect them to swim out. So it felt like that. From matric to tertiary, Stellenbosch, where there's a majority of white people than black people, but with all that was going on throughout the years, where we were basically studying Afrikaans and just getting translators every now and then, that basically, I think it was a drive which helped me to, I can be someone, irregardless of whatever circumstances or whatever difficulties that I was put through, but I managed to get out and get my degree in 2020. So just one of the quotations or the quotes that I read, throwing someone in the deep end without proper skills and support isn't an opportunity for growth. It's an ad for pull fences. But Natalie Cook then comes back and says, sometimes the best results come when you are thrown in the deep end. So irregardless whether you are struggling or you are going through difficult times, make sure your schools or your matric results or whatever test that you write, you make sure that you put all your effort in, because there's a lot of opportunities that we have. There's a lot of opportunities out there, but you also need to give your own effort in order to reach them. Lastly, my work experience, I think it's been amazing. That's one part I'm very grateful of. I know we have about 9 provinces. I've already traveled on all those provinces. because of the work that I do with the department, and I'm really grateful of that. Had I been gave up or not focused on my studies in order to get my degree, I don't think I would have even been to Cape Town or even been to Bait Bridge, which is the other side of the country. But I'm really grateful for all the opportunities that the department gave me. And I believe even the youngsters who are still at school doing matric, you will put your effort in to make sure that your results come out best so that you come and join us in the built environment. I think that's my closing words. Thank you.
Thank you, Tsepo. Awushongo wena ukuthi bengifuna ngithi abuTsepo. Ubuzogubha umthwarelo la. Right, kuthiwa ngeSuthu, khona wazi iSuthu la? Noma isitswana khulumani ngakini? Umzulu. Oh, khuluma kanjena. Hayi. Ngicishe ngathi dumela. Kodwa lento yokuba candidate electoral, you are well traveled. Izilahle accent. Okay, we love that. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do you a quick favor because I don't see it in the program. So mengene kingeni solthetha nazog. So I'm going to take 3 questions. Right? Because he's walked down this path and is young. So mhlambe wena une questions. Ngikuqalele mina question yokuqala. Mhlambe nje nami kodwa ngiselfish ngoba ngiyacabangela. Ngizoza kuwena uzosiphendula. Maybe come here to make it easy. I'm going to just take only 3. So the first has to shoot up what is answering mine. Ngizoyithatha. Uthe we candidate electrical engineer. Uhluke ngani nomuntu ongasayena candidate wenzana on a day to day. What do you actually do at work?
So there's different types of works that we do, but mostly at department we're focusing on designs, analyzing problems, and also monitoring construction and supervising contractors on site to make sure that whatever projects that we give them, they deliver to their best. Because we've already seen there's many projects which are not complete. So our role as a department is to ensure that those infrastructures are completed with quality outputs, basically. So we ensure that one as the electrical engineer.
Okay, noted. That means 1 question down, only 2. Any questions? Ngizoza kuwena. Ungazosaba ukuthi we uzothangiza kwi-podium. Akekho nombuzo ngiqhubeke. Perfect. I love that. Thank you. Ngicela imshayele izandla kokugcina. So I'm sure sonke siyazi ngoba indaba siyayibuka selaba abantu abasha bala abapapa ukuthi bekhona iBRICS Youth Summit, right? And iyaphela namhlanje mhla ka-21. So mhla ka-21? Yes. Today is the last day of it. And young people were saying there should be no conversation and no decisions made without young people being a part of Loma conversation now. And so bengithe ngibuka iprogram ngabuka ngathi nca nkosi bakulento yethu njengabantu abasha. La kuthiwa youth participation in various economic streams. So kuno Dr. Bheki Zulu, who's the Chief Executive Officer at an automotive special economic zone. Uzoza ngaphambili asizwe ukuthi uzothini ngathi abantu abasha and what role we can play in the economy kulo mkhakha esi interested kuwona njengabantu abasha. Ngicela sishaya izandla seza ngaphambili.
Sanbona, good afternoon. Minister, Honorable Minister, Honorable DD Chief, Chair of the Coastal Tibet College, Acting Principal, DDGs and colleagues, senior officials in government, and principals. Nano Singai. Ninjani, right? Yeah. I think. Sorry. Yeah, technology. Ukuza kwami la ngaphambili as I come forward. Before I was invited, while I got the invitation to come and speak la, I thought of too many things. You know, I speak in a lot of forums. As you know, I am the CEO of the entities. and I speak in a lot of boards because I sit in a lot of boards. But what I decided today, I wanted to just put myself in your shoes because I was once a youngster who was doing, what grades are you doing? Grade 12. Yes. I was once a grade 12 person that applied a university and with the hope of doing two qualifications that I liked the most. One was mechanical engineering and one was medicine. Now, umuntu olalele is asking himself, but this person is in a built environment, is in the ocean economy, kanjani? And I just want to tell you this story so that you will know what in life you can fall 10 times. But what matters, what are you rising in the 11th time? Or are you rising? If you fall 9 times, are you rising in the 10th time? And I just want to tell that story so that you can understand, Uguti, as a youngster, you will face failures, you will face disappointments. But what's important is to how to position yourself and aim, Uguti, ekugcineni, I'm going to make it. If there's a role model that you see in your community, in society, you must tell yourself, Uguti, one day you want to be that person. For me, speaking here, I want one of you, if not all of you, to become a CEO of an entity, of a state-owned entity like myself. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. And it hasn't been a rosy picture. And I'm going to be very brief. When I applied for mechanical engineering and medicine, I was not accepted. Why? Because my matric marks were not meeting the requirements. And what did I do? Angizange ngibulale, didn't kill myself. Yes, I was stressed, and I looked around, people were getting admitted, and I wasn't. And I said to myself, surely there's a hope somewhere where I can transform myself before ngize ngibe part of the society that I come from. I grew up KwaMashu, as those who know KwaMashu, although my parents were coming from Nongoma. But part of the upbringing is that when you khule lokishini, there's a lot of things that distract you. And I didn't want to be part of those statistics. And I said to myself, I'm going to change myself. I'm going to change my life. And sometimes, according to fate or luck, I don't know between the two of what happened in my life. As I was walking down West Street, kwakhona indawo kuthiwa ise-BP Center. There's a small library ekhona lapha ekhoneni between BP Center, I think, no Pine Street. Distressed I was, and it was December when I received my rejections. And I walked into a library. I started paging the paper. Angibuye eBhishi ngathi ngistress ngithi ngiyogeza amabhadi olwandle. Ngibona mhlawumbe nginebhadi. Why am I not accepted? Because I thought I was the most brilliant student. I worked hard with my matric. What happened? And I picked up this newspaper and I was just paging. And I saw an ad. Now, it was a very strange ad in December for a program that's supposed to start in January at a tertiary institution. But I had nothing to lose. Already, now I'm facing difficulties. I applied for that program. And that program, it's a program I didn't even understand myself. All the ad said, we're looking for deck cadets. What is a deck cadet? I didn't even know what that is. But all I knew which has to do with amans, water, ocean, and I started dreaming with, hey, maybe this is my exit strategy, this is my exit plan. And I applied. To my surprise, 3 weeks later, that's why I'm saying miracles sometimes happen in life. I don't know, it's miracle, no, madlozi, no munkulunkulu, one of the two. And I was called to this interview at DUT. And we were supposed to do an aptitude test, and we wrote, and I was accepted through aptitude test. I didn't even apply, but there was a special arrangement done by this sponsor, because it was a sponsored program. But I wasn't accepted as a sponsor. We were still going on my trial. Fast forward, we called for interviews. I go into interview. There's 7 white guys in front of me. I'm the only black guy, and there's a colored guy. And we're interviewed by a lady called Marty van Heerven. And I didn't even know what interview is this. And I started saying, okay, I'm not going to be the first. Then I started asking these boys, hey, what is this maritime all about? And these boys would brag, no, my father owned a yacht, Mediterranean. No, we do sails and ropes and stuff. So all of them are telling stories, bragging to me. Meanwhile, me and my notes. And fast forward, when I went to the interview, I flew through the interview, and was accepted through a bursary by Green Road Logistics, which is Unicorn Shipping in those days. But again, there was no career guidance. This was not a career that I had guided myself towards. So it's a career that found me along the way. And so many of us that have been in the sector are related the same story. Fast forward, when I went to my first day in class, it was a big class, maybe it was about 80. And there were 70 white Indian students. The black students, pasu 10. And we all stressed, looking at all these people and thinking, okay, what's going to happen here? But we knew we were here to pass. And the first time our lecturer, Captain Parkinson, came to lecture room, he said, 1 in 4 passes this course. And he says, chaps, just count yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, pass. So we still counted ourselves. When it came to us as black students, he says, whoa, stop. You guys, what are you doing here? And we looked at each other. They said, you guys are wasting your time. You're going to fail this course. I suggest, and he took out forms. You know those forms of change of curriculum. He gave us the form. He says, I recommend that you go and take maybe other disciplines. I think we were within the engineering faculty. Maybe change to electrical engineering or do something else. And we said to ourselves, we are not changing. We're sitting here. And we were told we were going to fail. Guess what? Fast forward, 10 of us, we managed to pass because we knew we were against the current. Fight against all odds. You fight 10 times because we knew that if I get 50, chances are it's going to go down to 40. So what do? I try and get 80, at least I can land at 60 because that's mentality that was there. And we used to believe that lecturer is throwing, you know, the stereotype, and those who get 70 or 80 are graded in the steps. And that was a theory we believed in. But again, determination for all of us to make it was there, day one, against all these failures. So these are the failures I'm meeting along the way. Fast forward, I pass my course, I come back, I'm joining a ship now. I'm joining a ship as a cadet. Now, when you join as a ship as a cadet, you've got the marine engineering stream, you've got the navigation stream, you've got the other disciplines within the vocational and engineering disciplines. I take the navigation side. And guess what? There's 3 of us. There's a white guy, there's an Indian guy, and myself. And the chief officer comes to me and says, you're going to be last to be trained because you won't understand. Let the white guy be trained so that he can teach you. And I said, this is the same white guy I was in the same class. And I showed him, I said, between me and him, I've got distinctions, and he doesn't. And he says, no, it doesn't work like that here. Whatever you've learned at school, take it and throw it into the sea. And again, these are the failures. So I had to wait for this white guy to be trained while I was doing all other maintenance work because now my turn is not there. After I was trained, after 4 months on the ship, then my turn came. But again, as I was sitting there, I realized that I've got odds against me. And I was able to then learn as I go along. So I think, in a nutshell, I just want to narrate that story so that as a youngster, when you face difficulties, you know there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Now, in my presentation, I had a lot of careers that you guys can choose. Remember, in charge of the built environment where I work now. We've got infrastructure projects that are worth billions. But my career, my humble picking, started from the ocean economy. So I want you to relate these two. And always people ask me, how did you migrate from being a seafarer for many years? Because I then took a seafaring career, which means I was sailing around the world, and I was working in the engineering department, in the pump room. I've maintained the whole ship. You take me to any ship today, I can navigate and maintain that ship like the back of my hands. But that's a training that we got. But part of those careers are careers that you, as a youngster, can be part of and not fail and not be a statistics and be able to say, how do you change yourself to become a boat builder? How do you change yourself to become a marine engineer? How do you change your life to become a port engineer? Because part of the training that you're going to be exposed to in your different careers are the different careers that exist within the various disciplines. And these various disciplines include things like diving. There's something called Class 2 diving, which is a commercial diving as a career, which is a highly paid jobs that are paid in dollars. And the nice thing about the ocean economy, and I'm also going to tell you the right stories about the built economy, is that in the ocean economy, we used to be paid in dollars and pounds. What did that mean? We could change the life and the landscape of where we come from. Where I came from was poverty. But through perseverance, nokufocasa, ngakwazi ukubuyela back ekhaya and plow back. And plow back in my own family, in the surroundings, and also plow back in terms of the skills that are acquired by a number of people. And I want you to understand this as a young person, Uguti. In the journey of your career, you are allowed to change into things that have particular interest to you. You don't have to be stuck in one career. You can migrate and change careers as you go along. But the most important is to get that first qualification, Carl. Just get that first qualification as a foundation. Once you have that, then you are able to then start making your choices. Because at least you've got a piece of paper that you can attest to. And part of that is the journey that I wanted to instill today, Uguti. As we go along, the ocean economy, as you know, I'm not going to detail because it can take the whole day. I mean, it's a career that I've been all my life, my living career. And also now the built environment is also another career which you could be part of. Part of my responsibility now, let me tell you, as a state-owned entity, we are a shareholder from DTIC, Gauteng Department of Economic Development, and the Tshwane City. These three spheres of government, and I want you to know, what government we are sebenza, government is producing, government is creating employment. In my special economic zone, I've created more than 7,800 jobs as we speak in the 2 years. And if I can give you statistics of what we've done, it's people like you, youngsters, that have a drive and ambition to become part of the value chain. In this case, it's the automotive, as also the construction. And part of those opportunities are around the SMMEs. We've created 304 SMMEs and trained them in construction. And part of what we've given back, and I'm saying this so that you understand the impact of government. We have procurement spend of more than R1 billion to township economy. You go around the township that we've been, procurement spend is around R1 billion because that's a commitment we've made to give back to Abantu. And part of the township economy is to uplift Abantu abakupi. It's a township. And that's what we've done. And that's where I'm saying to you guys, built environment, and the ocean economy has a lot of potential to change your life. In whatever career that you choose, I can tell you these are the best exciting careers. And for me, sitting on both worlds is very exciting because I can talk about both worlds fluently. I know both worlds because I work in those. So the testimony that I want to share with you today is that these two career environment, these two streams in life can change your life from the construction, the fisheries and aquaculture, desalination, power generation, and again, the small harbors. As you know, Department of Public Works and Enterprise has a mandate of small harbors. Small harbors is where you find the dominance of small entities that are doing boat building, that are doing fishing, that are doing aquaculture, that are doing fish farming, that are doing all sorts of activities that are related to the ocean economy. And that's where, as you do your career guidance, I'm encouraging you as a young person to follow those careers. I thank you.
$7,800 people get to go home and dream. 7,800 people get to go home and feed their families. That's big. That's big. That's big. Can we just clap one more time? Sabonga kakhulu. Okay, so before the minister comes and addresses us, we need to just shake it off a bit. SRC like at Tivet College. Serious. Yeah, sanibonani ngicela babingelele boholba la ekhaya. Layazi ukuthi SRC yini? Aniyazi Student Representative Council. So we thola lapha go awakama high school SRC. Sinama prefect high school. Ninani? RCL. Oh yes. And then so in high school there's no RCLs. You get SRCs. So RCLs and SRCs have similar things. Leko kwenza esikoleni nicabangela abafundi come nama ideas how to make a school a better place. SRC does the very same thing. So but said no yazini kuzabantu abasha kuthina. Sicela ukuba fakele entertainment. Sathi sina ngizoyikhokhela bathi ayikhuleka sine budget. Imbokodo ke serious ke. Kuba kanje vele bekuphethe abantu besifazane bodwa. Sithola nje free entertainment. So bazofika bazosidansela baze bane uniform abagcina nini abadansa bane uniform. So minister belungisa izinto ezoyikhuluma kuthina abadansi bethi barethi DJ my selector asenze njalo.
Came to win, to fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly. To Cash time, 20 for life.
ukujava ngakuqala ngingaka ngaze ngabheka manje sengingaka mina ukujava ngakuqala ngingaka ngaze ngabheka manje sengingaka diplomeni ziphalaphala phakathi kwekarakara diplomeni ziphalaphala phakathi kwekarakara.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Isubi! Kanye ngifana niyeza. Yini le design uminister le iyona le. No, I think sengabe nominate Zoo 3. Minister ngibona ukuthi bambe 1.5. Bambe 3 mina. Ibizwa ngani le nake? Yini? Oh kabade. Kanje? Phole ni date kumnika ibizwa ngani? DJ awuyidle mhlawumbe bayikhumbula. Ibizwa ngani le ni date la? Ile yini nake Tobeta Uzwile Mom Lydia, please don't do anything else besides it. I give up Nina every 2 seconds. Khona umdanso omusha njalo. Sesibambe lo sekhona omunye. Hey, okay, let's do this. So, are we calm? Are we good? Sengizocela uMinister sengaphambili, uMinister of Public Works and Infrastructure, uMr. Sihle Zikela, lameza ngaphambili sijwayele ukusukuma ke bafundi. Siyabonga.
Siyabonga. Siyabonga mphathi ohlelo. Bakhona basemlazi la? Eitha umlazi eitha. Bakhona baseLamontville. Eitha Msizi Dube eitha. Kanti abanye abaphi? Ikhona iChatsworth. Eitha Chatsworth eitha. Bakhona laba bahle. Ntuzuma. Eitha Ntuzuma eitha. Zoyithola kanjani? Hlele khoneni. Zoyithola kanjani? Hlele khoneni. Siyabonga. Ngifuna ukucela ukubingelela. Qale ngokubingelela umphathi ohlelo. Hey, uactive. Very very active. Yacaca ukuthi hayi usebenza nomunye uDJ. Ayi kodwa kwayena lo DJ mhlamba akafiki la. Siyabingelela kuMini Ntuli from Igagasi FM. Ngicela ukubingelela kubaphathi bala esikhona. Bingelele Dr. Nzimande. Ngiyabingelela. Bingelele baba uNgubane. Ngonjalo nomama principal uMsimanga. Siyabingelela. Ngibingelele kubaba osethe wakhuluma nathi CEO wetshwane Tshwane Automotive Special Economic Zone. Siyabingelela Dr. Zulu Mageba. Awu, yabona khona odokotela kaMashu. Yabona kumusu weNtuzuma nje yabona kaMashu la izansi. Bekhona abantu abaphethe umuntu asuka nje kaMashu ayele ePitoli. Afika phathe iSEZ Special Economic Zone. Ayasimshayela ihlombe. Hayi siyabonga. Bingelele uDDG uMampinci. Bingelele uCFO yafuna na ukumbingelela ubaba uMondise. Siyabingelela. Baye ngifuna umkhombisa usukume Mondise ubingelele nje namba abantwana. Siyabonga. Umphathi lo. Uyazi lo mphathi uphethe imali yonke yaka Public Works. Kodwa uyazi wapi? Owala eMandeni. So uyabona ukuthi usuka kaMashu usuka eMandeni. Ayi uyaba into nje eSouth Africa yabona. Kodwa nabasuka eTshwane. Hey, nimzwile uTsepho ne? Shuthu uhulumeni nje weSouth Africa wonke lo. And ukuthi wena ungasemlazi ungaphi usuke eChatsworth usuke eLamonti akusho ukuthi ngeke usizakale as long as uzimisele. Ngiyafisa ukubingelela bonke abaphathi abakhona. Ngeke ngababingeleli abaphathi bomthetho. Sergeant Mnguni no Sergeant Gasa siyabingelela nakunina. Siyabonga ukukhona benu. Kodwa ngibingelele kakhulu nina osingabo ikusasa leSouth Africa. Ubaba Oliver Tambo wathi izwe elingabanakekeli abantwana intsha nabantwana alinakusasa. We're here today to affirm that South Africa has a future, and the future belongs to you. We've heard Ubaba Uzulu, who have spoken here, who is specializing in the ocean economy. Is a living testimony showing that it is possible for any child of our land to master the science and business of the ocean that our country is endowed with. Babu Zulu, isibonelo nje siphelele ukuthi ungaba nje ungene kwi-science ungabhekile ukuthi usukaphi imva lakho linjani. Usitshenile ngama-challenges abanawo empilweni. Waziwasho ukuthi hayi awukudefine akona ukuthi wakangakanani, kodwa okubalekile ukuthi sukuma uvuke kangakanani uye phambili. And that is why we are here. We are here because there is the likes of Tsepo Msimanga who have spoken to us, telling us that he come from the dust streets zasepitoli elokishini. Wangabheka kodwa ukuthi eyimva lamlinje wathola ibhasari wayofunda eStellenbosch. Kubona bobabili khona izinto engiyinotisile. Ubaba Mageba uthi wakwathi sekuphumelela kwathiwa hayi wena awukume nampa abamhlophe ibona bangase bebengcono. Kodwa wathi enikwa ithuba wayiprova ngaphe kwabo. Uthi uTsepo bake bafundiswa ngesibhunu betolikelwa nje, but they succeeded. In both of them there is one thing: define the vision. Khetha ukuthi wena ufuna ukuyaphi. Uma usukhethile, be determined. Ufaka amandla ukuthi uyaphi ubheke phambili. And therefore sizothi kunina abaphumelelayo yilabo abathi mina ngifuna ukuba ukuthi mase yakusebenzela lokho. Sebenzele iphupho lakho ukwazi ukuba yini yikusasa. Umongameli wezwe uBaba Ramaphosa said eSouth Africa kudinga sikhiqize ongenani ama-artisans angu-30,000 a year. And yilokhu umnotho wezwe lethu okudingayo. Yingakho-ke njenge-department we've taken upon ourselves that we come here and ensure that we open doors for abantwana abala ukuthi bangene kuma-careers akwi-built environment. Abantwana basuka ku-grade 10 baya ko-grade 12 bangene kwi-built environment. Le built environment nishilo nini ukuthi nani? Nithe ine-mechanical engineering, electrical, nabala kwakuningi. Yilezi zinto-ke esinifisela ukuthi ningene kuzo, nibe ingxenye yazo. Umnyango wethu we-Public Works and Infrastructure unabantwana abangaphezulu ka-600 obafundisayo i-engineering. Kusukela ngo-2014 ama-graduate ethu akwi-engineering angaphezulu kabani 600. Sinikezela ama-bursaries emkhakheni ehlukahlukene. Ngiyafuna ukubonga nje ukuthi i-department is giving ama-bursaries at least eminyakeni emihlanu to iskole iLamontville High. 21 bursaries have been given to iLamontville High. Kulonyaka weimali sibeke imali u-16 million ukuyofundisa abantwana iSouth Africa yonke sibanike ibhasari. Now, through lolu hlelo lanamuhla kubafundi abala nje siyafisa ukuthi ongenani singathola nje abawu-15 okungenani esobanikezela nje ibhasari ukuthi bayofunda. Manje angazi kukho konke benishaya ihlombe Mase kuza ngakunina seniyabheka ukuthi okay nayi bursary isikhona. Isikhona ibhasari. Isimi ngento eyodwa manje. Ukuphasa kwakho. Manje niyabona ukuthi hayi lento iza ngakumina. Ayi anisalishaye kakhulu ihlombe. Bangaka bangafuna ukuba nje nebhasari bayofunda in the built environment la. Baphamisa izandla nje. Yabona ke? Good. Yabona ke nina? Sinayi database yenu. Abayophumelela kunina basithinte njenge department, and we will ensure that you get the bursary into the built environment. We are here as the department nationally, but we work with the department kwi-province. Kwi-province sine office eloholwa ubaba Vilakazi kholwa ukuthi ukhona, but sine department yakwa public works nangu ubaba uMthombeni ukhona. Uyabona? Omthombeni babili. Khona uMthombeni okwi department phezulu. Khona uMthombeni wala kwaZulu Natal. So Omthombeni. So sikhona we here as a department to give you support and ensure that you enter into the built industry. But for today we've added, we said we must look on the ocean's economy. And that's why Ubaba Uzulu has become the most strategic person for this. Because he has been involved, he has a background in ocean economy, but is now in manufacturing. The SEZ, it's about manufacturing. Now, in the ocean economy, in South Africa, in Olwandle, olu 3,900 kilometers. Yabona ke umulazi kilometer. Yabona kilometer kuyonto encane. Angazi bangaka bake bagijime nje 5 kilometers la. Bangaka baye bawugijima u5. Abaye bagijima u10. Uke ogijima u10 wena? Manje waphuza amanzi ungaqali ngisho ukugijima. Ya, uyabona thina sezugijimeke no21. Ekseni nje before ngize la, hayi ngiqale ngo11 nje okahle. Uyabona? Umwazi uyabona 3,900 kilometers long. Yilolu lwandle sithi kumele silisebenzise ungena emnothweni. Uyini lo mnotho solwandle? Ukuthi sikwazi ukwakha izinto ezisebenza olwandle. Okokuqala bashilo. Boat. Imkhumbe solwandle kudinga siyilungise. Boat repair. Dinga siloyelela ukuthi ulwandle sikwazi ukuthi sidobe khona. Fishing. But dinga siqinisekise ukuthi i-transport olwandle khona. Niyayazi transport yasolwandle. Mase kuba khona ezongcebeleka. Tourism. Yabona ke lana SRC yethu nenze kahle nginibonile siyabonga. And you are alive. Siyafuna ukunibonga. So la bayayifundisa tourism. Ulwandle laseThekwini it's one of those that are developing. They are not yet developed. We've got a terminal, a cruise terminal. Abanye bayazi la ngiyazi ukuthi abazali baye benishiye ekhaya bahambe iweekend. Bangene la babheke eMozambique ngomkhumbi bafike bajike babuye. Angithi niyayazi leyo program. Ila eThekwini. Kunabantu abamanejani lomkhumbi. Lemkhumbi ekhona. Kuno engineer bakhona. Kunani nabantu abaseva ngaphakathi. Kumnandi bangizwa ngaphakathi. Ngake ngangena nje kanye, ngangena nje kwathiwa ngena. Ngabuka kwasethiwa ngiphume futhi. Angaze ngize ngiyofika ngale kodwa ngizoya nami. Ngizoya maduze. Kodwa just imagine that. Now we have said kunama harbors awu-13 eSouth Africa. Onke lama small harbors amaphi ase-Western Cape. We've said as a department we want to build small harbors in Northern Cape, in Eastern Cape, and in KwaZulu-Natal. Lama small harbors, njengoba eshilo uMageba, azosiza ekutheni abafuna ukudoba inkampani zokudoba bakwazi ukudoba. Abafisa ukuthi balungise imkhumbi bayilungise. Abafuna ukungena kwi-aquaculture bakwazi ukungena khona. Yabona ke unendawo la kuthiwa iseMandawe, angazi noma niyayazini. Bakhona bayaziyo. Kunabantwana lapha eMandawe engangaya kubona. Bavula i-aquaculture. Bakwazi ukuvula nje ukuthi bakhiqize ofish bona. Befunda phi kwi-YouTube. Befunda nje kwi-YouTube. Saya sabalekelela balithola usizo. Ngigcine besupply inkampani ezinye zalezo inkampani zingapha ko Pinetown. So you can learn and do things. So we would want to build these harbors. Akwazi ukuba khona la KwaZulu-Natal. I went, I think 2 months ago, I was sent to Netherlands. Umusuka kwenye indawo uya kwenye indawo ibangana nje usuka kwesinye stop uye kwesinye uhamba ngomkhumbi wakhona. Usuka nje usungali. Umusuka nje la eSphingo uthi ubheke eThekwini umusa Netherlands umane ungena olwandle. Suka eSphingo ubheke usuke hayi eSphingo emanzi imtoti. Lukhona ulwandle eSphingo. Oh lukhona. Shuthi ungasuka ke naseSphingo ubheke phi eThekwini without ungenani emgwaqeni. So we are idealizing South Africa yalolo hlobo, and South Africa ezofika. Ukuthi izofika thina sobe siyingxenye or not kudinga sizibuze. We want you from eMenzi nikwazi ukuba ingxenye yalomnotho. Miningi amathuba esikhuluma ngawo ku-build industry. Enye yezinto esiyenzayo uhlelo lokufaka ugesi namanzi emabuilding kahulumeni. Lolu hlelo silibiza ngokuthi Integrated Renewable Energy and Resource Efficient Program. Lolu hlelo luzofakela ugesi eindaweni la uhulumeni ama-officials kahulumeni esebenzela khona. Kungaba ama-court, ama-offices. Nalapho sizobe senzani sidinga amakhono. So dinga abantu abazomanage ugesi, electrical engineering. But so dinga abantu abazokwazi ukumanage ini solar system. So yonke lento amathuba esiwavulayo njengamanje. Sikulolu hlelo ke lokuthi siqale ukuletha ulwazi kubafundi. Size la ukuzonikhombisa ukuthi kuyenzeka. Whether ungasemlazi ungwamaphi lamathuba avulelekile kunina nonke. Njengoba sila kuvalwa iBRICS Youth Symposium. Ebikhulumisana ngokuthi abantu base South Africa, intsha yase South Africa, eyase Russia, eyase Brazil, eyase India, ibambisana kanjani ukushelana ngolwazi nokwakha umnotho. Siyakholwa ukuthi kunina bayobakhona bayobamba iqhaza kulama ideas obekuboniswana kuwo. Ze kuthi kusasa sibe ingxenye yezwe elithuthukile. Singagcini nje ngokwazi iTheku. Sazi iTheku sisebenze kulo. Sazi KwaZulu-Natal, sazi South Africa. Kodwa sibe ingxenye yomhlaba. Sidevelope umhlaba. Sinethemba lokuthi kunina khona bayophuma bashayela imkhumbi. Bakherishe iflag lase South Africa emazweni angaphandle. Sinethemba lokuthi la kuzoba no-engineer abazomanage ikhunge ezinkulu eziphehla ugesi. Kodwa kuzoba no-engineer abazophatha inkampani ezinkulu ezokwakha. Kube khona abantu abazokwazi ukungena ekudesigneni bakwazi ukusitshena ibhilidi ukuthi uyabona leli sizolidesigner silakhe kanje lizodinga ukuthi nokuthi. Enye yezinto ehamba phambili eSouth Africa nase-Africa i-design eyenziwa ababesebenzela uSandral. Abanye beni bake bayibona i-design ye-interchange ehlanganisa i-gateway nani ne-Manteshkom. Ubheka indlela ebheka eManteshkom ebheka ngapha eNorth uyabona, and it has won accolades emhlabeni. And therefore lama opportunities akangabi awabathize. Siyazi ukuthi lawa amathuba akhona eSouth Africa. Kodwa ngenxa yento esitshenwe uMageba noTsepho, lamathuba abevuleleke kakhulu kwabamhlophe. Njengamanje ayavuleleka kwabamnyama, asiwathathe. Futhi siyafuna ukukhuthaza abantwana bonke, especially bamantombazane. Lamathuba akavulelekile kuphela for abafana. Kunontombazane umama nje osemncane kwala eThekwini uMamngcobo. Ushayela umkhumbi. Shayele nje umkhumbi maritime space. And we are proud of those people. And these are things esiziletha kini namuhla. Ongakangeni ukuyothola ulwazi ngaphakathi angahambi engayanga. Kodwa usulitholile, keep the contact. Thatha ulwazi and take the contact ukuze ukwazi ukuthi kusasa umuthi uyaphasa ngoJanuary ufuna upublic works, thatha information ukuthi uzositholaphi. Yikho ngiqale ngokuthini uzoyithola kanjani umuhlele khoneni. Kubamba ezingelayo. We're here to say South Africa belongs to you. You are the future of this country. Siyabonga. All the best. Sinfisela inhlanhla niphumelele ku-matric, niphumelele nasempilweni, nakuthi lamathuba niwathathe niwasebenzise. Zoyithola kanjani? Uhlele khoneni. Siyabonga.
Uyabona njengabantu abasha sesiyibambile lento uthi minister mayisukuma sesiyasukuma nathi. Oh, I love that. Thiwa kubambe njani? Sure, that was good. Nibhalile phansi? Niswile guys. Siphindele emuva siphethe umphako. Siphindele emuva siphethe umphako. Sure. Speaking of umphako. Hey. Yabo bese kukhuluma uminister sengakhuluma ngale part esithanda sonke. Mawucabanga ngikhuluma ngani? Hey! Nankos! Siyabonga. Okay, asenzeni kanjena ke before sivale fanele kube nama announcement. Emva kwama announcement sizobuyela ku entertainment yethu. Right, so eseza ngaphambili uMr. Menzo Khuzwayo from Light College for our announcement. I need you to repeat after me. Gumtomusha. Oh no, honey. No, I'm saying I don't like the way you're saying it. I'm saying we're going to start over again. Ngifuna leyo nto. Gumtomusha. Omnyama. Onamaphupho. Azofezeka. Gumtomusha. Omnyama. Onamaphupho. Azofezeka. Did you feel that? Hey, khona umunye usisothi yes. Let's say it together. I'm going to also close my eyes. Forget about usibuwe duze kwakho. Sneng yeke. Duye kucula. Are you focused? Are you calm? Gumtomusha. Omnyama. Onamaphupho. Azofezeka. Gumtomusha. Omnyama. Onamaphupho. Azofezeka. Amen, man. Oh, okay. Mr. Mr. Menzo Khuzwayo, siyacela uze ngaphambili for the announcements. Oh, who says, oh, it's fine. Hey, khona munye umngane nami. Nenhlanhla kodwa minister ukuthi siyakuthanda sokusinika ama recap. Uyabona lento ye radio ngoba ngisebenza khona ngeke ngisayigxeka kodwa bebusy nama interview waphuthelwa. Yebo khona lo bhuti yeah, come here my brother. I see you, look at me. Come here, come quickly. Come. Minister must see you now. Hey, minister, yabona la bani bala bamthanda ubani la khulu maskandi ngiyakubona wena. Anithi ukhuzana akaboni lutho la. Uba lo munye khehleleze. Uthi baba hayi. Uba munye lo khulu maskandi. Akaboni lutho la. Uba nomunye animthandayo. Akaboni lutho naye. Ubani ke? Uluyanda Mzobe. Uyabona uluyanda Mzobe. Kuyobuya ukhuzana ezokhothama la. Athi ucela ifeature. Uzoyibiza nje njengoba denze ekucaleni. Siyagcina minister ama snippets ethu njengabantu abasha. It's a VVIP manje. Ishaya. Njengale ndlela zonke leziyana. Usa
uzothi nasho kamnandi wema makhandiketi phela hawu musano mphoxa ye nina nasho kamnandi ye nasho kamnandi nandi wema ye nina naze nasho kamnandi nasho kamnandi nandi wema uthi we makhandiketi uthi we makhandiketi ye nina nasho kamnandi naze nasho kamnandi nandi wema. Ay maya ngabe ngiyasina angikwazi ukucula ngiphinde ngisine. Uthi noma ngabe izindle zodaka noma ngabe izindle zodaka we mntanami kusekhaya la mntanami kusekhaya la ala nawe noma ngabe izindle zodaka noma ngabe izindle zodaka uthi noma ngabe izindle zodaka mntanami kusekhaya la uyabona kusekhaya la alana noma ngabe izindle izongiqhatha nabantu le
yeah hayi ke isona snippet ke lesi mawumazi ukhuzani minister umntwana eqale khona la ku principal walesi sikole sesiyobona senza njani ngama royalties. Okay sesiyacela usafikile uMr Menzi ukhuzwayo nama announcement. Yebo ngicela uze ngaphambili emva kwakho sizocela usisithandeke. Ngicela uqala ngosisithandeke aze ngaphambili. I promise you we're almost at the end for that. Kancane.
Sanibonani. Bengisacela uprincipal aze ngaphambili. Sinama i-college ithi icela ukubonga ubaba uNgqongqoshe kanye nezihambeli zethu nje ngama-small tokens. So ngizocela uprincipal ange-assiste ukwabisa. Sizoqala ngobaba uNgqongqoshe. Ngize ngobaba uMageba. Ngize ngobaba uNzimande. Ngicele uTsepo. Sorry. Brother Tsepo. Ngicele umama uBhici. Siyabonga.
Siyabonga kakhulu. Can we please go through the announcements, Mr. Menzi? Mr. Menzi, ngicela uze ngaphambili. Siyabonga kakhulu. Ngiyacela bandla bangani bami, ngiyanicela, sesiqedile. It's at the back. Thank you.
Sanibona. Sigalala abaphathi be-college yethu ubaba uZimande bese kuba umama uSimane principal yethu ayihambeli zethu. Mina ngize ngokuncane nje ukuthi ngizosho ukuthi sizoyaphi from la. Bengizocela ubaba abenomama principal wethu esinyukele nabahlonishwa bebuyele lapha ngesikubela khona simukele khona eboardroom ukuthi